Hello and welcome back to SciTi Tech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a 3D printed lantern that can be very useful to light up in dark areas that only uses a few simple components. Let's get started. And these are the items that you're going to need to make for this project. The items you're going to need is 6 LED strips, which I've cut to this length, a push button lock switch, 2 9-volt battery connectors, 2 9-volt batteries, put them together makes 18 volts, and I have right here a buck converter. This buck converter can step down voltages from 24 volts down to 3 volts. In this case, I'm going to step down 18 volts down to 12 volts. And you're also going to need some wires. And this right here is a 3D printed housing for this project. Now, let's go ahead and assemble this project and let's get started. First, I'm going to start with this 3D printed panel, which I call the LED panel, because I'm going to take these LED strips and attach it to this panel. Remove this plastic film to reveal the sticky part of the LEDs, and apply it on just like this. And there we go, should look just like this. Next, what I want to do is solder tin each of these leads, so then that way I can wire each of these LED strips together. And there we go, it should look just like this. Next, I need to connect all these LED strips together, and I'm going to use these wires. First, I'm going to solder in the positive wire to the positive terminal of this LED strip, and connect it to the other positive terminal of this LED strip. Repeat the same process with a negative. And there, the 2 positives are connected and the 2 negatives are connected. And there, it should look just like this. Now repeat the same process with the rest of the LED strips. And there, it should look just like this when complete. Next, I'm going to make a test to make sure everything is connected correctly. And there, everything works. Next, I need to connect some wires to the LED strips, run the wires to the other side of the panel, so then that way I can place this circuit on top. I'm going to use these 2 wires to attach to the LED strips. Connect the positive to positive. However, it doesn't matter which positive I choose as long as it's a positive connection. Connect the negative to negative. There we go, just like this. Take these wires, flip them over to the other side. Next, I'm going to go and connect the buck converter to the circuit, and if you're not sure where the input and output is, just simply flip it over, and then that way you know where the input is and where the output is. I'm going to connect the battery source to the input, and I'm going to go and connect the LEDs to the output. And before I do that, I need to set the voltage on the buck converter, and I'm going to take the multimeter and connect the probes onto the output voltage of the buck converter. And I'm going to take the input voltage of the buck converter and attach it to my lab bench power supply. And I need to turn up the lab bench power supply up to 18 volts. And that's going to be the input voltage of the batteries. And you can see where the positive and negative is located on the buck converter. So I'm going to go and take the lab bench power supply, connect negative to negative, and now positive to positive. And now take the multimeter, connect negative to negative, positive to positive, and as you can see, it is set at 16.8 volts. Okay, so I need to step down the voltage by taking this mini screwdriver and turn this mini potentiometer that is on the buck converter and step down the voltage down to 12 volts. Carefully. And there, 12 volts. Next, what I need to do is connect the wires from the LED strip and connect it to the output of the buck converter. Connect positive to positive. Solder it into place. And now connect negative to negative. And then solder it into place. And there, the output is now soldered into place. Next, I'm going to take the push button lock switch and connect one of the pins to the input voltage of the buck converter. Solder it into place. And there we go, should look just like this. Next, I'm going to solder in the second pin of the push button lock switch. Connect a positive wire to the push button lock switch. Take some hot glue and glue it into place to keep it insulated and to keep it in more secure. Next, I'm going to connect the 9-volt battery clips into series, where the positive wire is connected to the push button lock switch, then negative to the positive terminal of the second battery clip, and then the second negative is now connected to the input negative. So I'm going to take the second 9-volt battery clip's negative and place it into the negative input voltage of the buck converter. And now finally, connect the 9-volt batteries to the 9-volt battery clips to be able to complete the circuit. And there we go, the circuit is now complete. Let's go test it out. And there, as you can see, it works. Next, I'm going to take some hot glue and put some hot glue onto these wires so then that way they can be properly insulated. Put a little bit of hot glue onto this panel and glue down the buck converter. There we go, just like this. Next, I'm going to go and take this panel and place it into this 3D printed housing. This housing here will allow the LED light to disperse evenly to give it more of a lantern glow. Take this panel and place it inside, and as you can see, it fits perfectly. Next, I'm going to go and take some super glue and place it onto the panel. I'm going to simply spot glue it by putting it on different spots, so then that way it holds into place without using a lot of glue. And there, this part is now complete. And now let's go make another test by reconnecting the 9-volt batteries. Turn on the circuit. And there, it lights up. Very beautiful. And now what I want to do is I want to take this top housing and place it on top, and these little brackets here are going to go align with those holes. Reason for that is I want to take this stick and slide it through these holes, and those little brackets there will hold the stick into place, which will then hold the two pieces of housing together. What I need to do is take my pen and make a little mark so that way I have an idea of where to attach those brackets. What I'm going to do is take these 9-volt batteries, push them in the center, take these little brackets here and place them right here in the middle of the line, and in the middle of the line is where those sticks are going to go. Next, what I need to do is glue down those brackets. Take some super glue, place it on just like this. And there, it should look just like this. And as you can see, this is nice and strong. Next, what I'm going to do is take this top housing, place it on top, just like this. Push it down, so then that way those holes will be aligned with those brackets. Take these sticks and drive it through this housing. And there, should attach just like this. Wiggle it a little bit because those 9-volt batteries are in the way. Before I go any farther, what I want to do is I'm going to go and attach this little top hook that is on top of this housing. This part here will allow me to hang that lantern. Put some super glue just like this. Spray some activator. Hold it into place. And there, nice and strong. Now what I'm going to do is open up the housing. And these 9-volt batteries are kind of in the way, so I need to go and reposition them just like this. And there, turn on the circuit. Place the top housing back in place. Push it down. Take these sticks, slide them through. And there, she'll look just like this. And there, the project is now complete. And if you want to turn it off, just simply pull out these sticks, pop open the top housing, and then go and push on the switch. And there, the LEDs turn off. And as you can see, it's a very nice and bright light source. Now, let's see how this looks outside. I can just simply carry the lantern and walk around just like this, and it lights up everything perfectly. And there you have it. Now you know how to make your very own 3D printed lantern with using a buck converter, some LED strips, and 2 9-volt batteries. And there you have it. Thank you for watching SciTiTech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified for future SciTiTech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.